All right, my friends, welcome back to the channel. It is your friend Lady Chan here, and I am back with another reaction. And today it is a triple feature for the win from a new group. I guess it's two artists, I'm assuming. Our wonderful friend Steve has sent in a donation request for a reaction to this popular UK hip hop group, I believe is how he described it. Um, so I don't really know what to expect here. The only hip hop from the UK that I do actively listen to is like that uh I guess what their equivalent of drill rap would be, but it's just like really hood like UK rappers, and we love that here because it's so fun. And yeah, so the that's really all I know. This group is danlesac versus scroobiuspip. So I'm assuming it's like a duo thing where maybe they have like, I don't know, similar rap styles or whatever. I don't know. We're not going to assume. What we're going to do is we're going to subscribe to them and we're going to like the video. And if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that below and hit the like button. It helps a ton. So, wow, this song came out 16 years ago. We are behind, and that's okay because that's what this channel is for. That is what we explore, and we have fun doing it. I'm very excited. Steve said they are very good lyricists, so I have the lyrics pulled up here on my handy dandy iPad. So if you see me looking down, friends, it's an iPad. So thank you for being here with me to hear what these guys have to say. So the order of songs that he has requested is Look for the Woman first, Angles second, and Letter from God to Man for the triple feature. So without further ado, let's get these headphones on and let's get into it.
Me today, there's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. My head's in a mess and I'm stressed, but I guess it's a test in the quest for happiness and the rest of that mess are our best, cause
Hold on, we're gonna run it back because I am intrigued officially after just a few seconds. First thing I want to say is music videos in this particular time period are, I personally believe, unmatched. In today's age, there is something about the quality of music videos back then, and especially from the British, because they had a really great sense of humor to their music videos. And already, I mean, this guy's got, I don't know which one, who's who here, but this one's got angel wings on and a business suit. And then his buddy's got a TV for a head. Like, I don't even know where this is going to go because the lyrics, the chorus lyrics are kind of serious. Like, he's like, there's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. What a crazy thing to say. Okay, we're going to let it rock.
don't like you enough to stay. My head's in a mess and I'm stressed, but I guess it's a test in the quest for happiness and the rest of that mess are our best, cause acquiesce even though I've grown tired of you. And that ain't meant to sound spiteful, I just try to be insightful when I write all my emotions in a night full of stuff I tried to write will just come out. And the sad fact is, I'm so tired of you. Love, it's a weird thing, ain't it? There's no way to explain it, but I swear as well as pain there should be joy, but we sustain the same level of mundane and it's numbing me through. I often wonder if believe I'd miss you and still have the urge to kiss you. If an issue was to hit through to this heart that now feels issue, and said issue was too big to just ignore, and I walked out on you, the chances are I'd fall apart and suffer seizures of the heart as my chest begins to smart. The very second I depart, I want to go back to the start, but then again, maybe I just feel new. Maybe I'd get my life on track and start to focus my attack on all the things my life just lacks, and start to claw my passion back instead of living like a hack. Half committed, half relaxed, I'd have nothing to lose.
I love it. I love it. How did I never hear of these guys? Okay, and when I say I love it, I mean it's because one, his flow is it's got like a nostalgic feel to me. I don't know why that word came to mind, but I can kind of tell that this was made 16 years ago, but I mean that in like a really good way, where it's just like an encased time capsule that never ages, like it never gets old. It's like perfectly ripe forever. And I feel like they really nailed it for that with this song. And I like the way he's just kind of like writing through the lyrics that they wrote down. And I also really like what he's saying because apart from the music video totally throwing me off, um, he's like, I often wonder if I'd miss you and still have the urge to kiss you. If an issue was to hit through to this heart that now feels disused, and said issue was too big to just ignore, and I walked out on you. And I just love the way that his thought process is rolling about like, do I miss you? Do I not miss you? If I saw you, would I want to kiss you? Did I feel satisfied in our relationship? Do I want it from somebody else? Did I know this was going to fall apart? Like I just love the way he's walking through his mindset here. And I'm just going to let it rock for a little bit longer because I'm
Like a hack, half committed, half relaxed, I'd have nothing to lose.
There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to
I guess
stay.
lately I've had too much time to think, and yeah, way too much to drink. When paper meets the ink, overthinking is the chink in my armor. That's just what I do. And I've always been that way, forever questioning each day. And every plea that's made that made me when I lay my busy mind will make me pay by finding problems and reasons that might not even be true. See, we got together so young, before our real lives had begun. But flowers don't grow up as one, each finds its own route to the sun. And that's exactly what we've done. We've grown up separately too.
wow. Okay, this is like so quickly profound. Uh totally caught me off guard. Did not expect that from the format of the music video and I think that's how you know that an artist or a duo or a group is good when you're completely thrown off. Like you totally didn't expect what the sound that you got. And so the things that he's saying are like seriously like I feel like a lot of people, including myself, have had these thought processes, have had this experience in particular. And I especially like when he was like, uh, overthinking is the chink in my armor. That's just what I do. I'm just an overthinker. I can't help it. And I've always been that way, forever questioning each day and every plea that's made that maybe when I lay, my busy mind will make me pay. When I'm alone in my thoughts and I'm overthinking all day long, I'm caught with the consequences of this battle in my head and constantly questioning myself and my decisions and your decisions and it's exhausting and it makes an exhausted person dysfunctional to an extent, right? Um by finding problems and reasons that might not even be true. And then you're sitting there gaslighting yourself and you're like, well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if I did this, or maybe this, you wouldn't have said this if I didn't do this, or this and that. And then he said, revealed like a significant part of it. He's like, see, we got together so young before our real lives had begun. And I feel like a lot of us have experienced that where you find that love so young. And then if you, as you stay together, as you get older, you grow up and become different people because that's the thing about growth. We don't always know how we're like who we're going to be as we get older. And sometimes though for those who are lucky, the other person will grow along with you in their own way, but you're still complementing each other. And for others, you grow up and become two separate beings, two separate people, and you don't really have the same things in common as you thought you still would. Um, like, wow, this song is really deep. Amazing.
That's exactly what we've done. We've grown up separately too. But for a few years now, it's been a problem. And these realizations, I wish that I could stop them, but I've realized that love is all we have in common. And deep down, you know that's true. But then surely that I'm still in love with you means there's something we can do to get us through and to pursue a brand new point of view on how this gap grew between me and you.
Also, I just have to say that I love his rhyme scheme here because of how not basic or simple. That doesn't seem like the right way to describe it. But it's foundational to where he's literally just like he's following this like we can do to pursue point of view, me and you. Like I like when people rap and it doesn't rhyme, but I also really love when people rap and it really rhymes like this.
So this gap grew between me and you. So there's a weight over me and I'd hate to have to leave, but in fate I don't believe, and the state of you and me isn't great as you can see. So I'll keep thinking this through.
There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. Love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay.
Yeah, I really like this group already. Um so before we get into this next one, I just want to say like again, there's something about this particular era of music um at least from what I was exposed to like Lily Allen and like back in the day and um I can't even think of people right now, but that like same era and like style of sound is very appealing to me. It's just really good and it's easy to digest and I really like that. Um and so what I'm getting from this duo then is that one of them is like the rapper and the other one sings. I could be wrong, it could have just been that song. So we're going to find out in these next two, but I just like their sounds together. I think it was a really good idea for them to pair up because obviously, right? And so yeah, let's get into the second one because I'm excited to just hear more of their style. I really like it. Okay, let's pull up some lyrics. So this one is angles. Oh, no free ads. Okay. All right, all right.
Things in life ain't always quite what they seem. There's more than one given angle to any one given scene. So bear that in mind next time you try to intervene on any one given angle, on any one given scene. My name is Mark. I go to uni and college. Don't socialise that much, I just revise and build knowledge. At times I find that I've become a virtual recluse. I let my belt of interaction hang decisively loose. But I came here to learn. That's a life that I choose. So if people think I'm boring, they can bring their abuse. See, a lot of people think that I'm boring and say that maybe I'm a weirdo or maybe I'm gay. But that's cool, because when I get a good job and good pay, I'll get a house for just my brother and me someday. That's the reason I'm here, just to build for the future. If it means better grades, I'd even sleep in my tutor.
Okay. Hold on. I love this. Okay, so totally different approach from the last song. This one came out 10 years ago. So the first one was 16 and this one was 10. So we're getting a little bit closer. When is this last one? Okay, this last one's later too, but this one is a little bit closer, still a decade back, but I like the beat a lot. It's giving Mighty Boosh. Just the beat, not the rap. But maybe it's because I just rewatched Mighty Boosh, so it's probably just in my head. But like that style of the beat is like it's so fun. And I like the way that he's writing it. Like in the verse, it's so fluid. And one thing I will say that I love about Englishmen and English artists is that I mean they're like English. It's like proper English, right? Like that's where we got our English from, was that style of speaking, their version of the language, and it's the proper form of it, right? Like they brought it over to America and we've made it all choppy and southern. And which is fine. Because that's how I speak, but there's something about UK English, English that sounds good in a rap. I don't know what it is, but it just is. It's just the truth.
For the future, if it means better grades, I'd even sleep in my tutor. Things in life ain't always quite what they seem. There's more than one given angle to any one given scene. So bear that in mind next time you try to intervene on any one given angle, on any one given scene. My name is Paul, I've been a guard for 6 months. The shop that I guard is better than most dumps, and I like it here.
Hold on, wait, because I like that they're just taking on these like different personas. So the first one was Mark. He goes to uni and college. He doesn't socialize. He's smart, but he's reclused. If people think I'm boring, they can bring their abuse. I'm a weirdo and maybe I'm gay, but that's cool. Or people say that. Because when I get a good job and good pay, I'll get a house for me and my brother someday. All I care about is getting good grades, and I'll sleep with my tutor if I have to. Okay, so we know that Mark is a genius, and he doesn't care that he's a bookworm, and people think he's weird because he's gonna have a good life and he's focused on the future. Okay, so that was Mark. Next one is Paul.
My name is Paul, I've been a guard for 6 months. The shop that I guard is better than most dumps, and I like it here. My boss is a pro, he's taught me tricks of the trade other guards wouldn't know. He's taught me in this game, there's some rules you gotta bend. And not to forget these thieving pricks ain't your friends. And appearance is key, cause there's a message to send. And above all, it's your fellow guards to defend. The other day my boss was stabbed by some low-life psycho. He's in hospital now, so every night that's where I go. He's on the brink. He's showing no fear though, cause if he dies there, he'll be dying a hero.
Okay. So this was Paul. He's a security guard for a shop. And his boss is cool, but he also was stabbed by some crazy psycho. He's in the hospital, so that's just where I go. And if he dies for what he got injured for, then he'll be a hero. Okay, so that's Paul. All right.
My name is Keith, I ain't so much a racist, but if one reached out the hands, I'd decline the embrace. I work security in a shop, charge of 5 other guards. I got all their respect cause I run this shit hard. I need one kid today, didn't show enough respect and attention, so I grabbed him by his neck, that's my own form of redemption. Do no real harm, just make sure that it hurts. It ain't going by the book, but believe me it works. Then I sent him on his way, this little shit knows the score now. I saw a little bit of fear, he won't darken my door now. That's what I do, stop these kids from decline. Do what their parents wouldn't do, put down some boundaries and lines.
Okay, so that was Keith. He's a little bit questionable. He's also a security guard in a shop. Goes a little bit over the line with kids that mess around in the shop. Because he believes that he's got to be the one to teach these kids because their parents won't. Okay, so that's very fun, Keith. We'll call him Fun Keith. All right.
My name is Billy. I've been beaten since I was 3. Mum died when I was born and Dad takes it out on me. Ain't a bad man. He just gets drunk and feels alone. I tend to go for a walk and hope he's asleep when I get home. Don't like to talk about it though. As I said, it ain't his fault. It only happens when he's drunk as a last resort. Wanted to get him a gift to show my support, but I had no money and I stole it and I guess I got caught. At times like that, tend to switch off my mind, stare blankly into space and let what happens unwind. That seemed to anger this guard. He put his hands around my neck, said it's time for me to learn some manners and respect. It hurt, but I've had worse before. But it made me realise life was just a series of wars. I went straight home that day and locked the bathroom door. Took a blade to both wrists, they won't hurt me no more.
Well then. Okay. What a twist. We love a good twist. We do. But holy crap, that was a twist. Like that wasn't just a twist. That was like a whole squeegee like twist. I'm the squeegee. I was just twisted. Um okay, full circle. I like what a sad verse, but also really cool way of constructing a song. Really cool way of constructing a song. They literally just presented characters to us from their own perspectives with no context. Okay, zero context, uh, except for the chorus that said things in life aren't always quite what they seem. There is more than one given angle to any given scene. Because they could have called this perspectives. And then you would kind of have an idea of, oh, this is my name is this is what I do. My name is this is what I did. And then you would go like, oh, okay, so we have different perspectives for the same thing. I did not guess that at all. And having Billy come in, and he was the one that Keith was hurting in the store because he got caught stealing. And now we know from Billy's perspective, this is what happened. I tried to steal a gift because my dad is abusive, and this is the only thing I could think of to do, but I don't have any money because why would he have any money? His dad beats him. Like, why would he give him any money? And clearly doesn't have a good life. His mom is dead, and his dad blames him, which is that's a whole other thing for another time. But that is a crazy thing to blame a kid on, as we all well know. But anyways, uh, then the end of that, he's like, well, it doesn't keep getting better. And then this guard really just did it for me. And you know what? Maybe I'm just better off not being bothered by by any of these people. And that's so crazy. And I like that they pulled the beat back, pulled the beat off so Billy could tell his part of the story because it is a serious thing to say. But it's like watching a TV show where you're getting all these different perspectives For example, from a crime, and it was like the victim's perspective, the perpetrator, the accomplices, the bystanders, the witnesses. Like, there's so many things that uh can be said, and that totally took me for a ride. All right, let's finish the song.
Took a blade to both wrists, they won't hurt me no more. Things in life are always quite what they seem. There's more than one given angle to any one given scene. So bear that in mind next time you try to intervene. At any one given angle, at any one given scene. My name is Mark, and today I was told my brother was dead. I returned home from university.
I knew it. I knew it. I was just thinking about Mark coming back in from that first verse. And he said that he didn't care that he was a bookworm because he was focused on building a life, and all these people can bully him, but one day he's going to have a good job and he can buy a house for him and his brother. And for somebody that reads a lot of books, you kind of get that. Like, I kind of got that hint of like, oh, I'm going to buy a house for me and my brother. I don't care if you guys call me stupid or weird or gay or whatever. That's just all I care about, is having a good future so I can provide for me and my brother. That tells me either lacking of parental figures or abusive form of parental figures. So let's see what Mark's got going on now.
My name is Mark, and today I was told my brother was dead. I returned home from university to tears on his bed. Under his pillow I found his suicide note, and I read what had happened that day and what had fucked up his head. The anger felt then there were no words to express. I thought it with so much rage, there was no way to digest. I grabbed a knife and went to town, it was time to regress. Back to an eye for...
Is he gonna go after Keith? Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. I think I got it. Wait, okay. Okay, so Mark found out Billy is dead. Mark is pissed. He's gonna go back to town with the knife. He's gonna kill Keith, the security guard, which is the boss of the security at the shop, which is where Paul works, which is why Paul said he saw his boss get stabbed by a crazy kid, a psycho. Wow. Okay, I'm going to let them say it. Sorry. I love figuring out the crimes. Like, I like watching the murder mystery stuff, so this is totally my bag.
What happened that day and what had fucked up his head. The anger felt then there were no words to express. I thought it with so much rage, there was no way to digest. I grabbed a knife and went to town, it was time to regress. Back to an eye for an eye, last breath for last breath. I went straight up to the counter, said I'd like to speak.
Last breath for last breath is crazy. Sorry.
Back to an eye for an eye, last breath for last breath. I went straight up to the counter, said I'd like to speak. To the guard that nicked my brother on Tuesday of this week. As the girl went through the door and disappeared outside, put my hand in my pocket, gripped the knife tight, this was it. As she pointed me out to the guard, my hand began to shake. I held the knife so hard. As he approached me, there was nothing to say. I stabbed that fucker 8 times before they could take me away. Things in life aren't always quite what they seem. There's more than one given angle to any one given scene. So bear that in mind next time you try to intervene on any one given angle, on any one given scene.
Whoa. like sad, obviously, because Billy, but like, what a crazy way to take this event and then give you all these perspectives. Crazy. I mean, how lyrically responsible. I mean, they really went and made a chorus that kind of provided like the moral of the story before we even knew that it was the moral of the story. And then they gave us the whole story from different perspectives. And I mean, that was just so well done. It just goes to show you really don't know a situation from only one perspective. And for somebody that watches a lot of detective shows, I think that that's just 100% true, because you can never solve anything with only one perspective. You need all of the perspectives to understand a situation fully. I mean, just so good. Okay, let's pull up the lyrics for this last one here.
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku.
If I can find the lyrics here, give me just a second. Okay. I hate pulling up lyrics on Genius because Genius is literally like, it's just an entire website of ads and it's very frustrating. But anyways. All right. Getting so into this, I forgot my posture. My back is like all crooked right now. All right. Ooh. Okay, this is Letter from God to Man.
This is a letter from God to man. It says, hey there, how's it going? Long time no see. I know I haven't been around much lately, but it didn't seem like you wanted me to be. The last time I sent down a message, you nailed it to the cross, so I figured I'd just leave you to it, let you be your own boss. But I've been keeping an eye on you, I have, and it's amazing how you've grown. We're to know.
Hold on, wait. I gotta go back because I missed that. He said, I know I haven't been around much lately, but it didn't seem like you wanted me to be. The last time I sent down a message, you nailed it to the cross. That's crazy. I figured I'd just leave you to it, let you be your own boss. Wow, okay, so yeah, let's do that again.
For automatic delivery.
Oh crap. Wait, 1 second. Sorry. What did I do?
This is a letter from God to man. It says, hey there, how's it going? Long time no see. I know I haven't been around much lately, but it didn't seem like you wanted me to be. The last time I sent down a message, you nailed it to the cross, so I figured I'd just leave you to it, let you be your own boss. But I've been keeping an eye on you, I have, and it's amazing how you've grown. With technological advances and the problems you've overthrown, all the beautiful art you've created with such grace and such finesse. But I must admit there are a few things I'm afraid have impressed me less. So I'm writing to apologise for horrors committed in my name. Although it was never what I intended, I feel I should take my share of the blame. Not the good I've tried to was corrupted when organised religion got into full swing. What I thought were quite clear messages were taken to unusual extremes. My teachings were taken out of context to meet the agendas of others. Interpretations taken in different ways, hidden meanings discovered. Religion became a tool for the weak to control the strong. With all these new morals and ethics, survival of the fittest was gone. No longer could the biggest man simply take whatever he needed, cause damnation was the price. If certain rules were not heeded, some of the deeds committed in my name made me wonder I went wrong. Back at the start when I created this, the foundation seemed so strong. See, all the elements were already here. Long before I began, I just kind of put them all together. I didn't really think out a long-term plan. I made the sun an appropriate distance, laid the stars across the sky, so you could navigate this globe or watch the sunrise. I covered the earth with plants and fruit, some for sustenance, some for beauty. Made the sunshine and clouds rain, so their maintenance wasn't your duty. Tried to give each creature own attributes without making them enveloped. Gave you all your own space to grow, in your own way space to develop. I didn't know that such developments would cause rifts and jealousy, cause you to war against each other, leave marks on this planet indelibly. You see, I wasn't a creator, I was more the curator of nature. And I want to set things straight with homosexuals right now. I don't hate ya. I was a simple being that happened to be the first to use such powers, but I just laid the ground. It was you that built the towers, it was you that invented bombs and the fear that comes with them.
Okay, wow, yeah, I didn't feel right pausing in between all that because there was so much to take in. But, I mean, that one that one I feel like other artists have touched on that perspective in their songs, but, like, this was really like they wrote it like a letter and and wrapped it that way. I mean, it's like they're like a hip hop spoken word duo. And I take back what I said at the beginning of this video where I thought one of them raps, the other one sings. I really like that they just kind of do what they both do whatever they need to do to get that song done. Stylistically in the way that they choose because it's very simple but also not. Like lyrically it is not entirely simple. It might seem that way if you were just to like read it, but there's like so much coming in as far as storytelling goes. And I really get that from these artists. And I think that's so cool. That they and this one was 16 years ago as well. And I used to go to like spoken word events, like spoken word and like open mic things at like coffee shops and stuff. And there were a lot of guys, like, in this style, more like, obviously, like, an American way of it, but, like, that spoken word, like, rap, like, hip hop style. It's very powerful because the entire point of it is the words that you're saying. It's not just the beat, it's not just anything. Sometimes it's more powerful without the beat, right? And I feel like these guys really grasped that in a really cool way that like and they made it their own. I really like how their minds work to create these formats of music because the beats are like a little crazy, but then once you hone into the lyrics, you're like, "Oh wow, like this is actually some really real stuff." Um on very serious topics. And I just think that's really rad and I really love how they sound and I just really enjoyed that. So thank you, Steve, for this awesome triple feature of this great duo, Dan Lesac and or versus Scroobius Pip. They're so rad, and I would also like to know because I'm looking at their videos, and the most recent thing was 9 years ago that was posted on here. Are they still together, or have they kind of like ceased to make any new music and just kind of focused on their own lives? I'm curious to know. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this one. Hopefully, we'll do more of them on the channel in the near future. So, thank you so much for being here. Please take a moment to check out the links in the description below. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one.